cold it is. It is so cold today. It's 0 degrees, but it seriously feels like -6. It's so cold. Anyway, off to Joe's. Do have to go out and get a few bits and bobs for the guinea pigs. We'll have to go pick Evie up from school as well. But apart from that, we're pretty boring people. There's not really much going on. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good day, and hopefully it'll warm up a bit because it's freezing. Anyway, see you later. Hello!
Just being nosy. Got some nice rosy cheese. Not real. Oh, it's not the one you had last time though, is it?
Yeah, same one.
No, you had Martha last time.
Alright, well you had I can't believe how lifelike they look. It's not real.
What are you joking?
I asked last time how old it was, how old the baby was.
Technically speaking, 8 months.
And if someone sent you a picture, could you do one?
Yeah, you can
Use that as like a skin tone comparison and stuff.
You can find kits that match sort of roughly. You'll never be exact match.
Yeah.
You can do a likeness.
Does it feel like a new baby?
Yeah, it's
There you go.
Oh, look at little nails.
yeah, but it's a cloth body, so.
Come on, you. I'm talking to her like she's real.
But she's weighted, so they're heavy. So she's what, about £6?
She's about £6, yeah.
I thought heavier than that. I thought better than that.
Oh, I always weight a little bit lower than I want because they're like a dead weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They always
once
feel.
you carry them for a while,
Yeah.
it's heavy.
And like real babies, they seem to support a bit of their own weight, whereas she's just like a bag of water, so she's just heavy.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you later. Bye.
Some of us are trying to work. How much of this? Do you reckon I'll get the rest of this bit finished, filled in before bed? Stop whistling! What the hell is that noise? Sounded like someone had a whiz upstairs, but we're both down here. I heard it too. I'm definitely a painted hair kind of person.
Whereas I can't paint hair for toffee.
We should do like a switch off. If you want ones with painted hair, I'll paint the hair. You could do my routine. You know how heavily edited my fake baby is to make it look like the people in it are completely mad?
Oh yeah.
There's so much left out from like hearing things, other things, you know, from the people themselves. Like, it makes it look like that lady went all the way to America just to collect a doll.
Yeah.
And actually she didn't. She works, and her company had a conference in America. She was over there for 2 weeks for work and picked it up at the same time to save on postage.
Yeah.
But no, they're not going to tell you that bit, are they?
No, because that makes a shit documentary.
Yeah.
No, I think part of it is trying to get that shock factor, but the other half of it is I don't think they quite understand it. Unless you're interested in it, it's quite difficult to understand. Not in like a simpleton way, but in a, because it is a weird hobby.
It is weird.
It's very weird.
I'm the first person to say I have a really weird job.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not one you say when you're 5. I want to make fake babies on the kitchen table.
It is a really weird job, but like I kind of embrace the fact that it's a weird job. There's lots of weird jobs. There's people like taxidermists. There's people who pack sandwiches into boxes.
Yeah.
There's people who make condoms and dildos, and you know, and there's a lot of weird jobs if you look at it like that. We're just like artists. We're just like any other sculpting / painting / you know, canvas.
Yeah, like I don't
artist.
understand well, I kind of do understand the people that are freaked out. But if you think about it, what about hyper-realistic painters? Just because they paint in a 2D medium, apparently it's acceptable. But as soon as you turn it into 3D, and because it's labelled dolls, apparently it's not acceptable if you're over the age of 12.
If we were like, if these were like, well, let's look, Madame Tussauds.
Yeah.
Worldwide company.
Yeah.
They make adult versions of what we do.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. But that's accepted. Mostly.
Evie wants some lessons on how to handle a hamster. Because I've suddenly realised I'm actually way too slow and uncoordinated to handle a little piece of grease furry lightning that lives in her bedroom because he's so fast.
Well, we can get him out tonight if you want.
Oh, Evie'd love that.
I can see. I mean, I'm not a guru or anything, but
you've looked after a hamster within the last decade, which is more than enough.
And one that was exactly like Flixton when he came home. When I was younger, we used to let them just run around block off the fireplace and just let them run around the floor of the lounge. Yeah. And then find them once they were ready to go back in. When they were ready to go back in, they usually came back to our feet. Yeah. But the first time I did that with Theo, he got himself fucking stuck in the ironing board legs. I was like, Mum, he's really quiet, and she's like, oh, he's just been exploring. He's only been out for a few minutes. I was like, no, but he's too quiet. Yeah. And I went looking for him, and I was like, right, I'll start over here because that's where he was. And he was still in the exact same place I put him down. He'd gone behind, you know, the little shirt sleeve ironing things. He got himself wedged in because he likes to burrow, and he hasn't got a clue how big he is, even though he has whiskers. And he burrowed into that, and then he got himself stuck in that, and I moved the book out of the way, and I was like, you need some help there, buddy? He's like, Mummy, I'm stuck, please help. So I put him back in his cage after that to kind of calm down, because yeah, that wasn't good. So since then I haven't trusted him.
Oh, funny moment of the day from last week. Evie got this awesome, like, colour changing Pac-Man bedside lamp from my cousins for Christmas. And she plugged it in the lounge and she was playing with it, and the remote control for it that changes the colour of it was turning the television on and off. It was so weird.
Must have been on the same frequency or something.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was just so random. Like, she was pressing the change button, and it dum.
Well, that's like Mum's car keys. You know the buttons on it that automatically open it?
Yeah.
And every time she did that, it rang next door neighbour's doorbell. So every time she locked the car when she came back late at night, it would ring their doorbell.
That's so random.
And when we first got the car, and we brought it back, it wasn't exactly early. It was something like 10 o'clock at night, and we were like opening and closing it and all that sort of stuff. And the next door neighbours came out because they were like, what sort of thing? Because the doorbell keeps ringing, and we're like, oh sorry, we're just playing with the thing. And then she figured out that it was the thing that was the flipped key.
I've never known a doorbell to be like link closing like that.
Weird.
I've got Eric Jones.
Oh, party invitation.
It's people.
You're people of the week again?
Yeah.
How?
People of the week?
How?
See, I told you she was people of the week.
How? Twice in like 2 weeks?
Wow.
Because remember.
Tomorrow, I'm going to go tomorrow for your assembly.
Yeah.
What did you do to get people of the week this week?
I don't know.
Really, really good farts?
No, I don't know.
Come on, should we get you a treat in Tesco's then?
Yeah.
Alright, come on then.
Let's go.
See you later, Barney.
I don't know why we all using the same
I don't know why I put so much in that one.
I ruined that.
Yeah, let's have a look. Oh my god, they come out really nicely.
Well, he's missing an eye.
Well, that one's got a bit of a splatter around it.
Splatter poo.
Cheeky poo.
This Halloween will be my 500th death day, said Nearly Head listening. The day he died, because he's a ghost, remember?
He died on Halloween.
Yeah, I think so. Said Nearly Headless Nick, drawing himself up and looking dignified.
It's my birthday.
Oh, said Harry, not sure whether or not he should look sorry or happy about this. Right. I'm holding a party down at one of the roomier dungeons. Friends will be coming from all over the country. It would be such an honour if you would attend. Mr. Weasley and Miss Granger would be the most welcome too, of course, but I dare say you'd rather go for the school feast? He watched Harry on tenterhooks. No, said Harry quickly. I'll come. My dear boy. I want to do a Silicon Kit edition at some point.
You totally should.
Quite a while in the future, I think. I don't have time for it right now, but...
I would love to see how they do the silicone casting.
Mm.
I just got visions of giant jelly moulds.
Well, I know that they do brush-on moulds, where you glue the head to, like, if it's like a cloth body kit,
yeah,
you glue the head to like a plank of wood, and then there's a brush-on silicone. It's like a rubber silicone. It's quite durable.
Yeah.
And you brush it on in a thin layer over through all the creases. Make sure you really get it in. And it's quite a thin layer, this one. Let that set, and then you do it again and again and again.
I see.
Now I'm trying to, I think it's a layer of one particular one and a layer of another particular one. I can't remember the names of them until you build it up.
Yeah.
And then after once it gets to about 1 centimetre, 2 centimetres thick, you let it set. After it's set, you need to do a hardback, which is like usually like plaster of Paris, or there's a certain fibre material that a lot of people use that's more expensive but better.
Yeah.
And you do that in 2 sections and you screw it together, but you've got to put a release agent, usually petroleum jelly or something like that. You screw them together, let them set, drill the screw holes, and then undo them, and then peel the rubber bit back.
Yeah.
And then you put the rubber bit inside the mother mould. Shush. Inside the mother mould.
There's all flanges and lubricants and rubbers and screws over here, this thing.
Yeah, and then you put the screws in, and then you've got to make sure that you've left a pour hole. and then you pour the actual silicone that you want, the EcoFlex 20 or the EcoFlex 30 or whatever, and you pour it in there. You do one, like a thin layer, and let it, and like move it around to coat it first.
Yeah.
And then you fill it up. But you need to compress your silicone first, once you've mixed it up, to get all the air bubbles out.
I see.
And then once you put it in, you need to pour it slowly, and then you need to sort of hit it on the table to get all the bubbles to go up, like gently. Yeah. And then you just stick that through your finger.
And I filmed it as well.
Ouch.
That went right in my thumb tip.
Yowzers.
Motherfucker.
And then you demold it.
Yeah.
And then go again. And it's reusable, and it keeps going until it stretches out or it rips or something like that. So I know the process.
Yeah.
It's just I probably won't be able to do it well the first time without like wasting a lot of money.
That's one of those ones. It's like you kind of feel a bit more secure just handing it to the professionals.
Yeah.
I'm going, here you go, guys. You know what you're doing with this.
Yeah. So I know how to do it, and I've researched full bodies as well, but I never quite got the hang of the full body ones. Like I've literally spent like 3 years researching this sort of stuff.
So would you also be like a cloth bodied silicone?
Yeah, it'd be a cloth body one with a belly plate, and then I do want to do a full body one at some point as well, but when, I do not know. Again, that's like a long way in the future, really. It is -1. It is midnight and I am freezing. Hope you enjoyed this. Give us a thumbs up and a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye!